Hey, how you doing? I'm Ryan Hurst from GMB Fitness. Now today, we're going to talk about the one arm handstand. First off, I need to let you know, I'm actually not a professional hand balancer. There are tons of other people out there who can perform the one arm handstand much better than I can. If you are interested in becoming a circus performer or focusing on becoming a professional for your one arm handstands, then I really suggest working with those people. The purpose of this tutorial is simply to give you a little bit of an intro into what you can work on in order to work towards achieving the one arm handstand. There's a couple concepts I want you to focus on when going through this tutorial. And the biggest thing is, don't rush. There's a tendency to look at particular skills like the one arm handstand and just throw your arm out to the side. And while that might be good for your Instagram photo, it's really not going to help you in order to focus on building the fundamental movement and basic patterns we need in order to help you for the one arm handstand. So when going through this tutorial, look at each progression that I present to you. Spend the adequate amount of time to get comfortable with each of those, and with time, you will get the one arm handstand. Now, I mentioned before that you don't want to rush with the one arm handstand. That's really the most important thing. There's some other cues though that are really good to focus on when working towards the full one arm handstand. First and foremost is gaze, in terms of where your head is in relation to that one arm. I found, and the teachers who have worked with me before have me look in this area of the hand. So basically between the index finger and the thumb. It's going to be a little bit different for each person. With that in mind though, we want to try and keep from twisting our body. And by pushing down and through and making sure that we've shifted the weight up over the top of our hand, and we have our gaze in between our thumb and our finger, as well as extending the legs as much as possible, squeezing with the core, it should help with that rotation. This is a big thing that we see with people who work with the one arm handstand, is that when their hand is on the ground, both hands are on the ground, working through the progressions, they don't have a problem. But as soon as the hand comes up off the ground, they tend to twist. Something that will really help with that, beyond the gaze, is to make sure that you're working on the wall. Face the wall, starting your straddle, and then make sure that you're working on each progression. Work on your strength, flexibility as well, and also the control. That's something that's really going to help.